In the previous section, we did a quick tour through the Zabbix web interface. In this section, I would like to highlight the dashboard view. I will show you the different kinds of widgets shown on the dashboard, how you can configure them, and what information they contain. You will also learn how to configure filters to just show the information you need. And you will see how to add bookmarks to the dashboard so you can access your favorite information quickly. After logging in, you can see the dashboard page, which consists of several widgets, for example, the favorite graphs, the favorite screens, or the favorite maps, which all serve the purpose to add bookmarks to graphs, screens, and maps so you can access them easily. An important widget that is easily overlooked is called the status of Zabbix. The most important information here is in the line Zabbix server is running. The value should always be yes. If it shows no, you should first fix the communication between the web interface and the Zabbix server. This widget also covers how many hosts, items, and triggers you have configured. The required server performance is measured in new values per second, which means how many items per second are fetched and stored in the database. This can be used to measure and compare your size of the installation with other installations. The Zabbix suppliers just comes with very few items, just 70 are active. Larger installations and medium-sized networks may cover up to 100 values per second. The next widget is called System Status. In this widget, you can see the number of triggers that are currently active, grouped by their severity. For example, information is the trigger with the lowest severity, while disaster is the most serious kind of trigger. You see this information is grouped by severity. So you see that there is one trigger which has a severity of warning, while there are no other triggers currently active. The next widget, called Host Status, aggregates this information even more. You can see how many hosts have problems in a certain host groups and how many don't. A more interesting widget in daily operation is the widget called Last 20 Issues. So this shows the 20 most recent problems that have been happening. So on the dashboard you can always see the current problems, and if there are more than 20 concurrent problems, it just shows the 20 last ones. An interesting feature here is the submenu that you get when clicking on a host. As you can see, there is a number of scripts configured, for example ping. When I click on ping, the Zabbix server in question is getting pinged. These scripts can be configured in the administration section under scripts. As you can see here, the ping command means that the /bin/ping command is sent to this host, and the output is redirected to the web interface. Since version 2.0 of Zabbix, you can also customize the dashboard in the way you like. For example, you can move the widgets to another position on the page. Just drag them by the title bar and drop them wherever you like. Each of the widgets has two icons in the upper right corner. The left icon lets you configure the refresh time in seconds of this widget. For example, the status of Zabbix widget is refreshed every 60 seconds. You can set this to another time and make it refresh more or less often. The right icon lets you collapse or enlarge the widget. There is currently no way to add custom widgets or to hide a widget completely, but you can just click on this icon and make it smaller. There are also two icons in the upper right corner of the entire window. The left icon is looking like a wrench. When you click on this icon, you are taken to the filter dialog. This allows you to enable a dashboard filter just for your personal user account and allows you to limit the number of host groups that you would like to see, or you can also limit the information to different severities. For example, you can hide triggers that have a low severity like information or warning, so you can just show the more important and more severe problems. If you're working with several users, it might be useful to enable the acknowledgement system that we will cover in a later section. In this case, I would suggest that you set the problem display to unacknowledged only, so you just see the problems that nobody is yet working on. Let's go back to the dashboard page. Notice that the wrench icon in the top right corner is now highlighted in red to show you that the information you see is filtered. And the last icon I would like to point to is the full screen icon. When you click on this icon, all the navigation bars are hidden, so this view is useful if you want to show Zabbix on a large monitor that is not being used interactively. So much for this section. You learned how to use the dashboard, how the widgets can be configured, how you can filter the information on the dashboard, or how you can use bookmarks, and how to use the full screen mode to display the Zabbix status page on a large screen. This concludes working with the Zabbix software appliance. In the next section, we will do a full installation, which is more appropriate for working with Zabbix in real-life situations.